Hi, in this first video on factorising harder expressions, we're going to look at where we can factorise out a whole bracket. Now let's just remind ourselves how we factorise usually when we're factorising out a common term. Let's just say that I had, say, 2x plus 10. What we do is we look, is there a common factor between the 2x and the 10? Well, the 2 and the 10 have a common factor of 5. So what we did is we factored out the 2, we opened up a bracket, and then we said, well, 2 times what is equal to 2x? Well, it's just x. And 2 multiplied by what would expand to give the plus 10 above, where it's plus 5, right? So we put this common factor on the front here, and then we open up this empty bracket and think what's inside that bracket. Now, exactly the same thing is true here, but the thing we're going to factorise out is actually a whole bracket. So rather than just say like factorising out a number or factorising out a variable, we're actually going to factorise out a whole bracket. So let's just copy this expression here. As before, we look what's common between this whole first term and this whole second term. Well, they have the whole bracket of x plus 5 in common. So I'm therefore going to factorise that out and put the whole bracket of x plus 5 on the front. Yep. So that's kind of like the equivalent, the 2 we factorised out in this first expression. We factorised out the x plus 5. And then as before, we open up an empty bracket. So I'm going to open up an empty bracket. So this kind of yellow 2 here is like this sort of x plus 5 here. And then we've got this empty bracket here. And then we think, okay, well, x plus 5 multiplied by what is equal to this 8x plus 5? Well, it's just 8, isn't it? Because if we do the x plus 5 times 8, it's just 8x plus 5. It's just the same multiplication, just the other way around. And then again, we think, well, x plus 5 multiplied by what is equal to the 5x x plus 5? Well, it's just a 5x, isn't it? Because the plus 5x, because the 5x multiplied by the x plus 5 is 5x x plus 5. Because remember, these two things next to each other in algebra just means they're multiplied together. So we've now got our two brackets. The only thing I might do to tidy up is just because we've got the x term first and then the constant term in the first bracket, I might do the same thing in this second bracket. So I might write it as x plus 5 and then just put the x term first, so in the second bracket, so 5x plus 8, like that. And that would be a slightly better answer. That is the fully factorised expression. So it's a bit odd that we might want to sort of factorise out a whole bracket, but that's absolutely fine. We can just treat the x plus 5 bracketed as a term that we're factorising out in the usual way.